Trendsetter here, guys. I finally made it to Las Vegas, Nevada, here at AVN Adult Expo with someone I've admired very much for her work ethic, Miss Rachel Starr. Rachel, thank you so much for joining the show.
Hi, thank you.
So Rachel, first time I've ever been here. You've been here a few times too. The atmosphere is it's like electric. I mean, everybody's starting to get in. There's been long lines in the back. For the town's perspective, I've always been interested. What's it like for the town to come in here and engaging with your fans the way you do?
For me, it's really exciting. Like, everyone has such a high energy. They're so excited, so it's pretty easy to stay in a really pepped up, good mood, because you're surrounded by people that are excited to see you. Like, how could you be sad?
With part of that being said, though, when you get a chance to go interact with your fans, and seeing all you've accomplished in this business and the work that you put into it, does it sometimes become a little bit overwhelming that you're like, wow, at this point I've reached this kind of status in my profession? Do you have a chance to sometimes sit back and enjoy the ride now, especially than maybe early on in your career?
Oh, absolutely. I would say probably, I've been in for 11 years this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Quite an accomplishment.
Yes, thank you. And I would say really the last 4 or 5 years, I kind of hit my level where it's I know what to expect, I know what's expected of me, and I can relax. I can just kind of take a seat back and take it all in and enjoy all the hard work that I've done. So.
Now, you said you've been in it for 11 years. That's quite an achievement, like I said before. And the thing is, what's so important is the ability of staying relevant in anything, not just in the adult film industry. Relevant in anything for 10 years takes a lot of work and interacting. Now, with social media being such a huge tool to interact with your fan base and getting yourself out there and branding the name Rachel Starr, how do you use social media in your respects to keep your name out there to make sure that when the day comes, hopefully not anytime soon, that you decide to step away, no longer want to do this because I want to pursue other things, that brand still remains relevant?
Just really consistency and engaging with my fans. It's more than just posting on my social media, but liking and sharing and commenting back and answering questions and giving them as many avenues to be able to contact me as possible and build a connection. It's one thing to be a fan, but if you can make a fan a raving fan, they'll never leave.
Oh, and we can tell the line you're going to get eventually. That's why I got here early, because I knew I was never going to reach her. So she's going to get raving fans here, and I don't want to be the guy that they want to kick out of here. Aww. But two more questions. Basically, you mentioned about engaging and being consistent there. Obviously with anything, there's positives to social media, and there are obviously negatives. There's a lot of scrutiny. How important is it for you as a performer to surround yourself with such positive people to make sure that all that noise that you hear doesn't affect you?
I mean, really, it's all about who you hang out with. I mean, whoever you keep in your close circle, that's going to be, in general, kind of what your attitude and your outlook on life is. So it's really important to surround yourself by good people that aren't dragging you down or draining you. But really, all in all, I'm a pretty optimistic person anyway, and it's pretty easy for me to let things just roll off my back. I realize that is, if somebody says something mean or hateful, I realize that's their story, not mine. But that's just their story. And that's okay for them to have that story. Who am I to judge?
No, it's very true. It's very admirable of you to say that. But, coming to this AVN, it seems like it's a culmination of all the work that everybody's done in 2017, culminating here in January 2018. First and foremost, how was your holiday season? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, my God. It was so awesome. Although my New Year's Eve I spent here in Vegas, and my girlfriend, Eva Angelina, just happened to be in town, which was so unplanned, but we literally lit up the night, and it was amazing, and I was paying for it for 2 days afterwards. It was awesome.
Well, that's great. Sometimes those are the best types of things to pay for, but now that 2017 is over, we're at the early stages of 2018. What can people, or maybe yourself, expect for yourself in 2018?
A lot more features being added to my website. I launched my website
Please visit Jersey.
I launched my website mid-November, and I didn't hardcore blast it out because I wanted to work out all the kinks and bugs and be does this even work? Do I like this? So 2018 will really kind of hone in on exactly what my website will be and the features it'll have. Do I need to add, take away, whatever? So really, therachelstarr.com is where my primary focus is. And then, of course, featuring all over the country, sometimes out of the country, and filming. So.
Okay, very good. And with that being said, with all this work that you plan on doing in 2018 and the hectic schedule that there is, what do you do to unwind in terms of relaxing? Because sometimes the journey is exciting and people are so worried about the destination that we spoke about before about enjoying the journey and not maybe in the stage of your career you can. But what do you do personally when you're working to kind of take that break and be mentally focused all the time?
I think more than anything, I do my incantations every morning,
Okay.
and I do a lot of meditation, and I spend a lot of time in the spa, to be honest. Like, a lot of time. I'm always getting massages and facials and getting my nails done and like just doing things that make me feel good.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We greatly appreciate it. Looking forward to what you have in store for 2017. One last thing for me, though. When it comes to events like this and expos like that, what would you say for somebody who hasn't attended one of these, what would be the best way to kind of bring them in and say, hey, listen, try this for the first time?
I would just say start at one end and slowly work your way through. And lots of hand sanitizer. Like, everybody leaves here sick. There's so many people. Like,
We should do fist bump from now on.
oh my God, it's insane. Like, everybody is completely wiped out and drained. So I would just say hand sanitizer, start at one end, work your way to the other, and just take your time.
All right. Well, guys, this is Rachel Starr. I did this in Exotica, and I wanted to include Rachel Starr into an elite club here. No paperwork, no signing, nothing like that. Pretty easy. We did this at Exotica and want to do it and have you a part of this club for so long. So what I want to do is put these two fingers together like this, and then we touch, and now you've officially become a member of the High Spot Podcast, the Jersey Wrecking Crew. And what that means is very simple, that everybody that watches us and supports us are going to now support you. We're going to get behind you, and we're always going to have your back. So thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Rachel Starr, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.